Ms. Brown, can you please put your device on mute for us, please, until your case is called? Thank you. Good morning. The 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, wearing of any head garments unless it's for religious purposes only. No chewing of any gum or reading of any material. When a judge asks you to turn your camera on, you must be properly dressed. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I put myself on mute as well. Good morning to all of you. And thank you for your patience this morning. I know that you've been talking to, or in breakout rooms, talking to the attorney. And so all cases should be ready to be called at this point. Ms. Hardy Williams is going to call your cases one by one. When she calls your case, please make sure your camera is on and that you're unmuted. Ms. Hardy Williams.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay. This is Attorney Joseph. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, I am.
Okay. If you don't mind, can you just pronounce your client's first name? I don't want to mispronounce her first name.
Shanette Berkeley.
Shanette. Okay. This is the People versus Shanette Berkeley. Ticket number SP 9729791. Disregarding officer signal. Appearances for the record, please.
Joseph Pernicano, P84918, appearing as appointed counsel for Shanetta Berkeley. Unmute yourself and state your name, ma'am.
Shanette Berkeley.
Today is the date and time set for a trial in this matter. The matter was set for 9 a.m. The time is now 9:25 a.m. The officer having failed to appear, I would motion for dismissal in this matter, Your Honor.
The court has verified that the officer has not checked in either virtually or in person. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. You are free to go, Ms. Berkeley.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, court staff. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
This is the People versus Cortez, BELA.
I'm sorry, is it?
SP 135-60961, unregistered untitled vehicle. Ticket number SP 135-60962, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 135-60963, open alcohol driver. Appearances for the record, please.
May it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P83363, on behalf of Mr. Cortez Beal. Mr. Beal, can you state your name only for the record, please?
Cortez Beal.
Thank you, and good morning to you, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I apologize. I don't know if the officer appeared on Mr. Beal's case.
No, he
It
hasn't.
doesn't look like. No.
No officer appeared for his case.
With that said, Your Honor, we will respectfully move to dismiss for the only witness failing to appear.
Okay. Is this open alcohol as a driver? Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Yes.
Open alcohol as a driver. Mr. Beal,
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to, hopefully you'll take this as a learning lesson. I don't know that if you were aware that you are not to have any type of alcohol in the vehicle with you at any time if it's open. If you're going to the store and it's and the top is still sealed, yes. Any other than that, my thoughts are the next step is that you're going to be drinking and driving, right? And that's what most people's thoughts are, which is probably why the intent of the legislation is to ensure that you are not that close to open alcohol while you're driving a vehicle, because the next step would obviously be an OWI, which you definitely do not want. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
So keep that in mind, whether you're in the driver's seat or the passenger seat, there should be no open alcohol. However, the court has verified that an officer has not shown up either via virtually or in person. Therefore, your matter is going to be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
This is the People versus Denise Bonds, ticket number SP 139986691, driver while license suspended, ticket number SP 139986681, disregard red signal. Appearances for the record, please.
May it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363 on behalf of Ms. Bonds. You may have to turn your phone on, you're upside down. But if you may, please state your name for the record only, please.
Denise Bonds.
There you go.
Okay, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Just, okay.
And will you state your name again for the record? It wasn't very clear.
Denise Bonds,
Thank you.
B-O-N-D-S. Uh-huh.
And Your Honor, today's a date and time for trial. It's my understanding that there is no officer here at this point in time.
That's correct. No officer has appeared.
Clay Burley?
No.
Okay,
Was
thank you.
it Officer Randolph and Officer Brandon? Is that both? No, Officer Randolph, is that correct?
Mhm.
Right.
All right, so,
With that said, Your Honor, we would respectfully request dismissal for the complaining witness failing to appear.
okay, and Ms. Bonds, are you working on getting your driver's license?
Yes, ma'am, I really need them. I'm working on it.
In the meantime, you're gonna catch an Uber?
No, I'm not working, so I can't afford no Uber.
Well, then you don't need to be going anywhere. Either
Right.
you catch an Uber or a bus, or you don't go anywhere, or you catch a ride from a friend.
Yeah,
But my point is, you will not be driving until you get your driver's license. That's my point, okay?
correct, yes.
All right. The court has verified that Officer Randolph has not checked into the court either virtually or in person. Therefore, your matter will be dismissed without prejudice, Ms. Bond. So you have a good day. But
You-
keep in mind that you need to make sure that you are catching a ride until you have your driver's license.
Okay, I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
This is the People versus Clay Burley, ticket number U 64621-422. Disorderly conduct. Appearances for the record, please.
May it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363 on behalf of Mr. Clay Burley. Sir, can you state your name on the record?
Clay Burley.
Thank you,
Is
sir.
the officer in the breakout room, Mr. Hardy?
No, they let the officer go. He
Okay.
left for.
If I may, Your Honor, in this case, I've spoken with brother prosecutor. The officer did appear today. However, he stated that he did not have a recollection of the individual. Therefore, we would move for a dismissal as it relates to that.
The court will adopt the recommendation and dismiss this matter without prejudice. Mr. Burley, you are free to go.
All right. I had a quick.
Your Honor.
Okay.
You have a what?
No, ma'am, nothing.
There
I'm
you
sorry,
go.
Your
Have a
Honor.
great day, sir. Have
All
a
right,
great
you too.
day.
All right.
Say run.
This is the People versus James Broaden, ticket number SP 134335562, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, please.
May it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363 on behalf of Mr. James Broden. Sir, can you state your name only for the record?
James Broughton.
Broden, sorry about that, sir. Your Honor, today is the date and time for pretrial. However, after speaking with brother prosecutor on this case, he is going to allow us to move to this, Your Honor, and he has made approval on that particular recommendation. Specifically, just for the record, Mr. Broden was dealing with a family funeral issue, just for the court's edification.
Okay, so I need to take one step back. Ms. Hardy Williams, can you tell me where I would find Mr. Broden on the
First
on the doc-
page.
third
First
page?
page. No, first page, the very first page.
Number,
There
the
you
go.
fifth one down.
Under Ms. Blanks, under 8.
No, okay, thank you. And then, I apologize, counsel. Can you repeat what it was
Absolutely.
was there an offer made in this matter?
No, Your Honor, actually, in this case, brother counsel actually moved to dismiss this charge specifically for Mr. Broden. So in this case, usually we say dismiss for valid docs, but I didn't want to say anything specific to your court, but he did agree to dismiss the charges against Mr. Broden.
Okay, and is it because of the valid docs or is it because of the family, a family situation?
It's the family issue. I think really he's using his prosecutorial discretion at this point, Your Honor, which we appreciate.
Okay, so the court will adopt a recommendation from the prosecutor and dismiss this matter without prejudice. You are free to go, Mr. Broughton.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Your Honor, but I got another ticket that say I'm supposed to come back in front of you on May the 5th, I think. So I don't have to come to court on May the 5th?
Yes, you do. Did you tell your counselor that? Did you tell the attorney that when you were in the breakout room?
No, ma'am, I just showed him my insurance and explained to him about all the deaths in my family.
So this is the first time you've mentioned the court date on the 5th?
Yes, ma'am.
Madam Clerk, can you tell me what that is? Do you know what the charges were on that day?
It's the same charges as this ticket.
No insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm
And you
looking for
don't
it.
I'm sorry to
Looking it
interrupt her.
Do you currently have the proof of insurance for that vehicle, sir?
Well, that is my daughter's vehicle, but she don't have a vehicle no more. And I showed proof of insurance by my vehicle because I got insurance on my car. I gave it to my lawyer already.
Ms. Hardy Williams, will you call that into the record, please?
No. So, sir, this is the ticket that you were referring to. You're coming, the no insurance ticket, this is the ticket. It's the only ticket that you have.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the only one that you have, sir.
Okay.
You actually missed your court date on April 10th.
Yes.
So this is, yeah, you're all set, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're free to go. You're welcome.
You have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm sorry. Next one. This is the People versus Joanna Brown, ticket number SP 123-13391, operating with no license. Appearances for the record, please.
Hey, please, this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363, on behalf of Ms. Joanna Brown. Ma'am, can you state your name only for the record, please?
Yes, Joanna Brown.
Thank you. Your Honor, today's the date and time for a pretrial. The people have made an offer of failure to display and dismiss arrest. Ms. Brown would like to avail herself of that offer.
Okay, Ms. Brown, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney in the breakout room. Did he advise you of your rights?
Yes.
Ms. Brown, if you can, it's yes, ma'am, yes, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, and you understood your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am, but I had a license at the time. I just didn't have proof that it was what, I didn't have proof of it. I didn't have it on me.
That's exactly what this charge is, well, the plea is.
Okay.
So I need you to raise your right hand, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down, turning your attention to July 29th, 2021. Were you driving a 2015 Chrysler?
No.
You weren't in a Chrysler vehicle?
No.
What vehicle were you driving?
I have a Malibu, a 2007 Malibu, or I'm not even sure the year of a Malibu.
Joanna Brown. Are we looking at the right
Yes.
ticket, Madam Clerk?
Yes, they have it as a Chrysler, 2015 Chrysler.
Okay, so it's, but you
Could
were
have been-
driving in, Ms.
Or it could have
Brown,
been a Chevy,
I'm sorry, say that again?
unless they put the vehicle wrong, I'm sorry.
That's possible. Were you driving in the area of West Davidson and Linwood in the city of Detroit, Ms. Brown?
No, when the accident happened, I was on the freeway.
Davidson is a freeway. Were you at Davidson and Linwood in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the vehicle was a Malibu, you stated, correct? Okay, and were you stopped by the Detroit Police Department on that day, ma'am?
Yeah.
When asked to produce your actual driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
Satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, stipulate to public. Was there a dismissal? No, this is just a plea to the one charge.
Yes,
And So the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for failure to display, an amended charge of failure to display in this matter, Ms. Brown. It's gonna be a $220 fines and fees. When would you be able to pay that?
I'm in rehab right now, so in about 10 days.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 14 days. You have until May 10th
Okay.
to pay it.
Okay.
If you do not pay it by May 10th, you need to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:30 in the morning to ask for an extension.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
You're free to go.
Thank you.
Your Honor, was that May 14th?
May 10th.
May 10th, okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor, in the middle of the break, if I may ask, if we have a state prosecutor available?
I would have to reach out to her for you.
If you could, I would appreciate that. We have some state charges. I just want to, if we can get her in here now while we're not needed, we can probably keep the ball rolling. So I do apologize for the interruption.
Do we have a second house counsel this morning, or is it just you?
It's just myself, Your Honor.
You're right.
But
You're working along?
yeah, I'm all set on I just have two state issues that we have to address. One is going to be dismissed per the city, we believe, but we just need to get the approval from the state.
But we have 3 other people on the screen, so is there?
Oh, these are all ready to go. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I
Okay.
was just trying to prepare for the next
Got it. Got it.
group of individuals. Sorry about that. Mhm.
I just sent her an email.
Thank you, guys.
This is the People versus Philip Bell, ticket number SP 141490001. Unregistered or untitled vehicle. Appearances for the record, please.
Please, this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363, on behalf of Mr. Philip Bell. Sir, can you state your name only for the record?
Philip Bell.
Thank you. Your Honor, today is the date and time for a pretrial for Mr. Bell. He has produced valid documents to me. I produced those to my brother prosecutor, who has agreed to dismiss per valid documents.
Mr. Bell, are you driving right now?
No, I'm actually at work.
You're actually in a car, so are you? I'm
in the parking lot at work, just so I could do it and miss the court date.
Okay.
Pan out so the judge can see that you're not moving. If you can,
No.
I'll be pan out your camera. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you. So I would adopt the recommendation from the prosecution and dismiss this matter without prejudice due to valid documentation. Just make sure that you're keeping those documents in the vehicle with you at all times, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, this is the People versus, I'm just gonna spell your name, ma'am, because I do not want to mispronounce it. TIEFIETHA, Bradford. Ticket number SP 140-89971, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 140-89972, unregistered or untitled vehicle. Ticket number SP 139-54541, improper plates. And ticket number SP 139-45452, expired plates. And corrections for the record, ticket number ending in 5451 is improper display of a plate. Appearances for the record, please.
May it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363, on behalf of Miss, I hope I said this right, sis, Tafithia Bradford. Did I get that right? Can you state your name for the record, sis?
Tafithia Bradford.
Let's go. Come on. All right. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate that. Your Honor, first, as it relates to the bench warrant, we would respectfully ask, my client will stand mute and ask that the court enter a not guilty plea and wait. I'm so sorry. These things are coming in at one time. My client will stand mute, ask that you enter a not guilty plea, and you do not are required to read the formal reading of the charges. I'm so sorry, Your Honor. It's a lot.
The court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bradford.
Your Honor, now there was an offer made to Ms. Bradford. There is the charge for the park after dark, in the park after dark. I believe that's the U ticket. That would be amended to a 6-month delayed charge. The improper license, which is, I can read that number for you, SX35 310642. That one will be amended to failure to display. And then she would also, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I
Yes.
didn't, so are we reading the right person? Is this a different ticket number? Because I don't see this under, for her name on the
I
docket.
was finna say that.
You are all 100% correct. I was reading.
We're all, and I thought it was me
sorry.
because usually I usually am in person and I can see what's going on. And now I'm like, what park after dark ticket are we talking about? But go ahead.
This is the next young lady that's coming up. I'm sorry, y'all. It was
That's okay, because I was trying to figure out what I did in the
I know.
park.
I'm back. I'm here, guys. I'm here. All right. Okay. So
Got it.
very fast. I do apologize. Miss Bradford is actually being charged with 4 different charges, of which she will only be taking a plea to the expired plates, Your Honor. That's ticket number SP139-45452. The other charges would be dismissed, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Now we have it.
Right.
And Ms. Bradford, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Barton and he advised you of your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, because, well, I didn't get a chance to do the renew my license, and I was telling him that DMC had did a
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
donation
stop you
thing
there.
for my son.
Bradford, I'm sorry. I have to stop you there. You have to yes or no to the judge.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So you're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty, Ms. Bradford?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do I have your last name right? Yes. I need you to raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down, turning your attention to December 29th, 2022. Were you driving a 2006 Hummer?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you in the area of Dexter and Tuxedo in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you were pulled over, were the plates valid on the vehicle?
The plate on the back was the plate that was on the car was expired. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Satisfied, counselor?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Stipulates probable cause on the dismissal?
Yeah. Well, yes,
I'm
Your
sorry.
Honor. She
Okay.
stipulated to the charges that were dismissed. Yes, Your Honor.
And the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for expired plates, expired plates for ticket number ending in 45452. Other matters will be dismissed without prejudice. The expired plate ticket is going to be, is that $145? Is that what you're saying, Madam Clerk? One moment.
Yes.
Okay. And that fee is $145. Thank you. Ms. Bradford, will you be able to pay that within the next 2 weeks?
Well, if I could have a little more time, because I can't work like I used to because of my lupus and fibromyalgia. They let me come in when I can, but I
Okay,
can't.
I'm just gonna advise you that after 14 days, that amount will go up, okay? So
Okay.
if you can make it within the next 2 weeks, it'll benefit you so that you're not paying as much, but I will give you until May 26th to pay it. If you don't have it paid by May 26th, you do need to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:30 that morning so
It'll
that
be
we
paid
can
by
see
then.
if we can give you more time.
It'll be paid by then.
Okay, so May 26th, if not, then just make sure that you appear.
Can I ask one question?
Yes.
I had did the nursing program. Would this affect me get my license?
You did the what program?
I finally finished my LPN program and I gotta take the state board. Will that affect me?
No, this is a civil infraction. It's not a misdemeanor. It's not a felony. It should not affect you. It should not, but I don't know what the requirements are. I will say that it should not affect you, but I'm not clear as to what the requirements are, what you are able to do and not do in that program, I'm going to venture off and say that it's no felonies or misdemeanors though that they're looking for.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome and good luck.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You have a blessed day. Y'all be
Thank
safe.
This is the People versus Shanika Brown. Ticket number SP 106-77161, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 106-77162, driving while license never required. Ticket number SP 106-77163, unregistered or untitled vehicle. Ticket number SP 107-54751, unregistered or untitled vehicle. Ticket number SP 107-54752, driving while license. Ticket number SP 106-77231, improper plates. Ticket number SP 107-54753, improper plates. Ticket number SX 35310641, temporary registration of plate. Ticket number SX 35310642, license improper. Ticket number SX 35310643, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number U 387-63817, in the park after hours. Appearances for the record, please.
May it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363, on behalf of Ms. Shanika Brown. Ma'am, can you state your name only for the record, please?
It's Shanika Brown.
Thank you, ma'am. Your Honor, as it relates to the warrant, my client will stand moot and the charges as you enter a not guilty plea.
The court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Brown.
Thank you, Your Honor. As it relates to the offer made by the people, Ms. Brown would like to avail herself of this offer, which is specifically pleading to a 6-month delayed sentence for the in the park after dark U ticket. She would also be pleading to the amended charge for ticket SX 353-10642, which would be amended to failure to display. And then she will be pleading as charged to ticket number SP 107-54753, which were improper plates. So to clarify, she would be pleading 6-month delay to the in park after dark. She would be amending a charge failure to display, and then she would be pleading as charged to improper plates. All other charges would be dismissed, Your Honor. And she'd like to avail herself of that offer.
And the ticket number ending in 1062, the original charge was driving on a while license suspended, or was that the original charge?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I couldn't hear that last part.
One moment, never mind. I can look it up.
I'm sorry.
Are you talking about the XX ticket, Your Honor? Because that was license improper.
Improper license?
Yes.
Is that's the one that she's pleading to?
That
Yes.
one is being amended. Yes, Your Honor, it's being amended to failure to display.
Okay.
And then she'll plead as charged to the improper plates, and the court can use either of the improper plates if it needs.
Got it.
Thank you.
And then, Madam Clerk, I do need okay, never mind. I see that you're texting now. Ms. Brown, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney and hear about your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Turning your attention to, I believe that's June 10th, 2019. Were you in the area of Riverside and Alter Road in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you in a 2007 Chevy vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you in the park on that day, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it after the park had closed?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, counselor, on that one?
Satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the parking or in the park after hours we will set this up for a 6-month delay sentence. And the fee for in this matter, Ms. Brown, is gonna be, you know what, you have a couple others coming up. So I'm gonna give you a fee of $190 in this matter. And it needs to be paid before your delayed sentence is up. You also cannot get any further tickets or have any police contact within the next 6 months, okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
You're coming back on October 26th at 8:30. On that matter. And now I'm gonna turn your attention to one moment. Okay, so on the same date, 6/10/2019, you were in the same vehicle, the 2007 vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And on that day, ma'am, you came in contact with police department as well, correct? I mean, was this at a different time?
No, it was at the park.
So it wasn't at 94 and Shane Street? No?
No.
So at the same, at that time, they asked, was it that your plates were expired on that day?
Yes.
Okay. Satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea of improper plates, assessing a fine of $190 in that matter. And then I believe that would take us to the eastbound 90. Were you ever driving on eastbound 94 in Shane Street? Is that the failure to display ticket?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that happened on the same date as well?
No, this one was on. Hold on, we got the dates mixed up.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, these are several different. So she has, I think, over 12. No, I'm sorry. 11.
So the ticket that she got for the improper license, she received that ticket on June 10th, 2019. For the ticket for her for in the park after dark, that she was, hold on, sir. She got that ticket on April the 16th, 2017. And for the ticket for improper plates, that she received that ticket on March the 16th, 2020. And but all offenses, she was driving in the Chevy 2007.
I have March 16th, 2020. I have April 16th, 2023. And what was the other one?
No, it was 2017.
2017. And what was the last one? The failure to display one?
Hold on. That one was June 10th, 2019.
So I just want the record to reflect the fact that the plea that she took for the after park ticket occurred in April 16th of 2017. Is that correct, Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Okay. And then the improper plea that you just took occurred on March 16th of 2020. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and now turning your attention to June 10th, 2019, you were driving in the area of, I believe that would be the area of 94 and Shane Street in the city of Detroit. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you came in contact with police department on that, Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, and the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the amended charge of failure to display in that matter. And that will also be $190. I'm going as low as I can because you have so many. And I don't want there to be trying to work with you as much as I possibly can so that you can afford to pay them. Are you working currently?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the total amount due is going to be $570. That's $190 on each ticket. So it's for a total of $570. All other matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Your in the park after dark will be due on October 26th. As a matter of fact, I will just have you pay them all by October 26th. You could come back on that because you're coming back on that day anyway. I don't want you to have to come back 2 different times. So just make sure all 3 of them are paid by October 26th for a total of $570.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I do have a question. Because when I spoke with the lady at the 36th district, she said that if I had to pay any tickets off, that the $800 that I put up will go towards it. Was that true?
That is true. That is true as long as you did not miss any court dates and you don't have any other tickets that they have to put that towards. So if you're sure that you don't have any other outstanding matters and that
No,
you
I
showed
don't.
up for every court hearing, then yes, that is true.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
You're
would they
fine.
send me a letter letting me know if it went towards it or not?
Probably not. You can contact them I would say give it at least 24 hours and call just to ensure that it's being applied because if there's anything left over, it gets returned to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You are free to go.
Thank you. Have a good
And we'll
day.
see you don't forget to write
October
down your date,
26th.
October 26th at 8:30.
Got it. Thank
You're free
you.
to, and no police contact.
None
All
whatsoever.
right. Have a good day.
Okay. You too.
Okay, this is the People versus Ronnie Bronax, ticket number SP 128-76721.
Madam,
Failed to secure
I
load.
apologize for interrupting you. I didn't want you to have to go through all this. I apologize. This gentleman is the state issue that we still have one component on. So I apologize for interrupting you. I didn't want you to have to go through all that. He probably shouldn't even be out here until we get that. So that's on me. But Ms. Burks is ready if you are ready on her. Sorry about that.
Okay, this is the People versus Latanya Burks, ticket number SP 14146-201, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 14146-202, driving while license never inquired. Ticket number SP 14146-203, failed to stop. Appearances for the record, please.
May it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363 on behalf of Ms. Latanya Burks. Ma'am, can you state your name for the record only? You may be muted, so you may have to hit *6 on your phone.
No, press *6
Right
again
again.
now, Ms. Burks, because you were not muted, but we could not hear you. Please
Sorry.
state your name for the record. So, Ms. Burks, do you have your phone on mute? Because you don't have the Zoom call on mute, but we still can't hear you. So just,
Can you hear me now?
yes, we can.
Can you state your name,
Latanya Burks.
Burks?
Latanya Burks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Burks.
Your Honor, today's the date and time for a pretrial. The people have made an offer to Ms. Burks to plead to failure to display and dismiss the rest of her charges. She's been made aware of her rights and she'd like to avail herself of that offer.
Okay, Ms. Burks, you agree with that, what was stated?
Yes, ma'am.
And you did understand your rights, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sorry, Mr. Barton, did you say the failure to display is what she's pleading to?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So Attorney, Ms. Burks, can you raise your right hand and repeat after me? You could say, I swear or affirm, whichever one you do. I swear or affirm
I swear
that the testimony that I give today will be the truth and the entire truth.
that the testimony I give today is the truth and the entire truth.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Turn your attention to December 24th, 2022. Were you driving a 2007 Chevy?
Yes.
Were you driving in the area of Greenville and McNichols in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you get pulled over or stopped by the Detroit Police Department on that day, ma'am?
Yes.
And were asked to produce a valid driver's license. Were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
Okay, satisfied, counselor?
It's fine. Thank you, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause on the dismissals?
So stipulated. Thank you.
Okay, and the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the for the amended charge of failure to display, assessing a fee of $220 in that case, dismissing all the other matters without prejudice. Ms. Ms. Burks, are you able to make that payment within the next? Are you working?
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Do you need 30 days to pay?
Yes.
Would you rather do community service in lieu of paying?
Getting,
Ms. Burks, can you, oh, I couldn't hear you. Would you rather do 22 hours of community service in lieu of paying the $220?
if I'm, yes, because I don't have no way out. I could either do one or the other, but I don't have no transportation to get to community service, and I don't wanna, you understand?
Yeah, you're saying that you're not gonna be able to, you don't have transportation in order to get to wherever you would have to do the community service at, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm not sure where they will place you. So I would
Right.
rather go ahead and give you the $220 fee and just give you time to pay it. I'll give you until June 26th to pay it. If you're unable to pay by June 26th, you need to show back here on this Zoom at 8:30 that morning to see if we can give you more time.
Yes, ma'am, June 26th.
Correct. You are free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
So, Your Honor, I haven't spoken to the rest of the individuals there. I do have offers for them, so I estimate it should be a few minutes. Let me get through these guys, and then I should be able to come back in.
Okay.
And
Court is gonna take a 5-minute, well, we're gonna take a 10-minute recess, Mr. Barton, so that the